You keep mentioning the word driver. So I feel that deserves some elaboration, no? Because I think this is very important. Like for example, um, in my own career in business, because I've been in product management also, I'm kind of skewing towards the marketing side of things. Marketing has drivers, but operations also has drivers, and I'm trying to draw and correct me if I'm mischaracterizing. Some marketing, many of the drive because assume you have equal levels of analytics now, and which is ideal. What I find is in marketing, a lot of things are really driven by kind of market movements. No? So, for example, you can say, okay, our sales are driven by advertising, and we can draw a correlation between how many people bought because they saw this picture versus that picture versus the copy. So in a way, there's kind of a leap of faith pa rin. Okay, we'll do some analysis on our copy and this one seems to be hitting the mark, A/B test, blah, blah, blah. And of course, in the current era of large language models, that's even more the case. Now you can really split test 100 ads sabay-sabay. Now on the upside, where my experience a little less, but I've also managed operations. But the drivers seem to be more explicit. Okay, you want to add more capacity, you add a new line, or you add more staff, or you lessen breakages of your machinery so that you have less quality issues. So I noticed essentially it's the same analytical framework. This is what I'm trying to get to. The same way numbers flow, but nagkakaiba sa execution. No? A marketer would maybe err more on the side of para kang ano, para kang trader in a stock market. No, you'll bet on several things. While if you're talking to an ops person who's more savvy with logistics, supply chain, inventory management, it's actually quite deterministic in their view. So what am I trying to ask? You're as a finance person, you're kind of in between, no?
Yes.
Because you just look at the metrics, as you said. So do you have parang mga tips na lang? Let's make it tips. You're looking for a driver. How should a proponent, whether someone inside a company or a vendor, define such a driver? Kasi I feel that seems to be the linchpin for someone like you. Eh. If you can't see the explicit relationship between input and an output, kumbaga, then you won't be sold. I don't believe na this thing will work. And that's essentially the use case of it all, no? Do you think in those terms, by the way, or is it something a little different?
Well, most of the time, we would always think as sa operations ang cost driver mo dyan ang driver mo dyan would always be cost.
Yes.
Right? Not always, but more often than not cost. And then more often than not, makikita mo after 2 years of doing something, hindi naman nabawasan yung headcount ko.
Mm.
'Di ba? And if you measure the cost reduction in terms of headcount, lalo na sa back office, I worked a lot sa back office, no? Finance, HR, headcount ang measurement niyan. Even in logistics, headcount ang measurement niyan. Pero actually, ang tinitignan mo is throughput. You won't get the reduction in headcount because you will actually result in growth.
Higher volume. Mm.
'Di ba? As a company is growing, you're able to process more because you're able to increase throughput. So ang tatanungin ko sa iyo is how is that gonna make my throughput faster?
Right.
How is that gonna make my throughput cleaner?
Mm.
Example, very low, very low level example is how is that improving my statement of account generation so that I send it faster and it's cleaner so that wala akong reconciliation na pinag-uusapan with the customer.
Mm.
'Di ba? Makita ka ng statement of account na ang,
Convolute.
ang daming dumi, right? How do I make it cleaner? Somebody once approached me about a forecasting project and how to improve forecasting and what's the business case around it. Sabi ko, well, if you want an immediate business case around it, it's very simple. Your inventory is turning how many times? How fast can you make your inventory turn if you have better forecasting, right? And that's it. Every financial metric comes after that, no? So throughput, tingnan natin throughput. That's the word I will put in. I mean, if something that comes to mind is It's not about, am I gonna reduce the number of the FTEs? Those things don't really happen. You'll just find that you're actually growing and not growing your overhead as much.
So it's still about it, but less about absolute cost, but more about parang cost income ratio. How much did you
Yes.
spend to
Yes.
invite revenue? You know, once upon a time, let me know how you react to this. And I only did it once kasi after that parang either na-intimidate or nalabuan yung client. I was in enterprise sales. And I think this person didn't expect that I could talk finance.
Okay.
And he was saying, so what's your use case? So I've got, depends on what problem you want to solve. Siyempre, parang ganun ang dating. Very consulting ang dating. Sabi niya, okay, can you give me examples of what problems you can solve? Oh, tama. Sige, why don't we do it this way? A whiteboard kami. This is the entire cash cycle. Gulat siya that I used dati. And let's include marketing there. Okay, do an ad. The ad invites prospects. The prospects invite proposals. And up until that point, money out ka. So you're spending. You're spending on salespeople. You're spending on marketing. So that's cash out. The moment you get a closure confirmed, you get a PO. That's now an invitation for cash in. PO, then you deliver whatever it is you're going to deliver. Once you've delivered, you invoice. And then that's the moment cash could come in. If collection works, you invoice, then you have receivable, billing, collection, and then you get your cash in. Now, throughout this entire, you said pipeline, no? I said, this is a fire hose of cash. Dito lumalabas, dito papasok, sun naipit in the middle.
Yes.
And the person was like, I never really thought about it that way. We need to meet again after several months. Kumbaga, laying it out that explicitly, biglang I think maraming fireworks sa brain ng kausap ko. I'm sure he or she already knew where the problem was. Ayaw lang niya sabihin sa akin kasi obviously I'm a vendor. Kasi I could say, if your problem is dito sa harap, then let's talk about, customer acquisition. Anong problema dyan, no? And is it a question of your branding, your marketing, your offer, the quality of your sales pitch? That's a use case. Now, if you're telling me the orders are flowing in demand, but you're not retaining the customer, then you have a problem with delivery. No, whatever you promised, di nyo binigay. Or maybe you did deliver kasi kausap mo naman yung ops. Pulido naman, quality is good. Then you've got a collection problem, which in theory should be an easier problem to solve kasi you've got a contract and you have an invoice. So baka hindi lang maganda yung terms mo or your payment methods are horrible. Basta somewhere there, ipit yung pera, and wherever it is, we can solve that for you. No? After that, we actually ended up booking that client in a different context. Pero I feel that I only did that once kasi feeling ko it was just too, kumbaga parang rated R masyado sa pelikula. Na natakot yung kausap ko. But in my mind, if I were in that person's shoes, that's what I would be looking for, no? So, does
Yes.
that even make sense from your perspective, no?
It actually makes perfect sense. I just didn't want to throw in the whole cash conversion cycle, but at the end of the day, everything is about how it translates to cash being with you
Mhm.
from the moment of purchase. So, that's really a good case for actually selling it because the financial rewards of actually speeding up that entire conversion cycle, by the way, can take about 120 days.
Absolutely.
Sometimes yung iba isang taon pa yan. Why? Because natutulog sa inventaryo. So I mean, if you can actually provide visibility in order to speed that up, that's already a business case for you and a use case for you. And in fact, it doesn't even have to say, oh, people try to project financials if 10% grew, if 50, hindi. The cash conversion cycle itself is a return. The other way to look at it also,
Yeah, go ahead.
and this is how I sort of sold the ERP,
Mm.
which is in addition to the cash conversion cycle, is okay, you're on a legacy system now. Marami kang kailangang ikabit dyan eventually. You start to bring warehouse management. So you take it as modular. So the moment you put it in a solution that can talk to other solutions, it just starts your journey of getting everything digital. Kasi kung hindi ka, and by the way, ERP is just one example of where you can start. Pero most of the time, pag hindi maayos yan, hindi mo maisip na mag-digital everywhere else, 'di ba? So, kasi they have to talk, right? So yun, those are the two things, the longer term, which is really where you want to take the company, and the very short term return of speeding up your cash conversion cycle. That's actually the perfect way.